supposed to be God first, others, and then us. But at the same time, not neglecting ourselves and not saying no to ourselves about simple things that might make us feel better, that might make our life a little bit better. Hello everyone, and welcome to Gems and Pearls with Love. It's your girl here, Caitlin Clarice. To all who are new here, welcome. I'm so happy you chose to subscribe and join the channel, and those returning, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. Basically, we ended up having people sick in the home, hubby, the kids. I think me at one point was sick for quite a few weeks. That kind of was going on, and in the midst of that, we ended up moving to a new home. So we are definitely love our new home. It is we feel much more comfortable in this neighborhood, and it's just a better atmosphere overall. So we're definitely happy with the move, but that was quite a lot on us. So I just was not really, making videos and content was just not on the top of the list of my priorities at that time. So a late Merry Christmas to all who celebrate, and a Happy New Year, guys. Woo! We are in 2023, and I hope that all the best for all of you guys this year. I hope it brings you joy and peace, and I hope that you're able to get closer to your relationship with the Heavenly Father if you are a believer, and that it's going to be a better year for your marriage, for your children, and your business if you have a business, everything. I just hope it is just a good year, and things that are not so good in the year, I hope it is good. It gets turned for good by causing us to learn things and to grow and to stretch. Okay, so anyway, so I don't babble on too much longer, let's just get right into today's topic. So today I'm going to be talking about the soft life. I thought about talking about this a few times, but I kept kind of talking myself out of it because I said to myself, you know what? This has been going on for quite a while. I'm kind of late coming on the scene talking about this, but it kept coming to my mind. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this as your prompting, Lord. I'm just gonna tackle this and give my 2 cents on the soft life. So basically, I have heard different things about the soft life. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. I've heard, this is not something we should embrace, especially as believers. And the reasons why that was given were honestly legit reasons. Like, these were good reasons. Some people say that it's supposed to be this thing where it's all about comfort and luxury, and you're supposed to remove anything that is hard work, remove anything that is difficult, like anything that just causes you not to be in this constant bliss of comfort is, you're supposed to just remove all that. And that, I can see why that could be troublesome, because first of all, that's kind of unrealistic. I mean, we are going to have troubles in our life, and there are things in our life that does cause us to feel discomfort and feel stressed. And, the thing about it is that that's just a part of it. Is, as believers, we're told to pick up our cross and to follow after our Messiah. So therefore, there's going to be, that's not a fun thing. That's not an easy thing. We're really told to die to ourselves. Again, that doesn't sound very comforting. There's going to be things that we're going to have to do, and we're going to have to do hard work. As a homemaker, it is hard work. Like, whether you're a homemaker full time, or you work part time, or whatever you do, even as a wife, as a mom in general, we are going to be doing hard work. There is hard work in life. That's just what it is. So to have this sort of fantasy world where you just don't have any hard work or anything and not have any discomforts, or even to be so self-indulgent. I mean, I'm an advocate for self-care. I think self-care is important. Making sure you're eating right, you're drinking water, you're doing what you need for your physical and your mental health and your spiritual health. Taking time with the Heavenly Father. You need to do that to be the best you, so you can be the best mama, and you can be the best wife, you can be the best friend, and you can be doing whatever it is God has called you to do. So I'm all for self-care, but when it comes to self-indulgence, to the point where it's like you are it's almost like a worship of yourself, where you're just constantly feeling the need to be pamper 24/7 and spend a whole bunch of money on all these luxury products and these, like your kids can't even get to talk to you because you're just like, nope, I need to go and have my 1 hour bubble bath for every day. Like, I don't know, whatever. I think you guys get what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to the thing of being like self-indulgent to the, like, no, that is also, I think it's not too good. Like, we are supposed to put ourselves last. Like, we're supposed to love others, right? And when I say put yourself last, again, I'm not saying to neglect yourself, because if you neglect yourself, again, you're not going to be able to be the best wife, the best mom you could be. However, you also we shouldn't necessarily completely like be all about ourselves. Like, that is not good either. So if that is what you define as soft life, then of course that is not a good thing, especially as a believer. That's not something that we should embrace. However, this is my take on it. At the end of the day, a soft life is something that was made up. It was a term that was made up by somebody. I don't know who started it, but it was made up. The way I see it, it's up to us to make it what it is. You can just not call it soft life, or if you want to use the name, because I like it. I think it's cute, soft life. I like the term. It gives me a good vibe, a good feeling to me. And the way I see it, make it what it is for you. So for me, I say that I embrace a soft life. But what I talked about earlier, no. That whole thing of removing all of your, all discomforts and every sort of thing that's going to cause any sort of difficulty or challenge, and not having any hard work whatsoever, just prancing around like a little princess everywhere and being indulgent in self-luxury, that is not, for me, what I would define as the soft life for me. For me, the soft life would be slowing down, I would say. That would be number one thing. Slowing down. I'm the kind of person where sometimes I get caught up in just rushing, doing things for no reason. Like, I'm not talking about rushing because there's an emergency. I'm not talking even about rushing because there's an appointment I have to get to. I mean, like, just rushing, doing things fast. So for me, soft life is about slowing down. Realizing that I don't need to rush. I can take my time and enjoy the simple things. Simple things, even if I'm just cutting up strawberry, I can just enjoy the fact that, you know what, this is just a beautiful fruit. I love it. It's such a beautiful, vibrant color, and just taking the time to really absorb every moment. See, watching my child play on the floor, instead of me constantly in my mind thinking, oh my God, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Having a balance where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch him. And enjoy this moment, seeing him interact with his toys, seeing the way that how he's grown, how he's developed. If I'm going to be outside taking a walk, yes, I might be doing this for some exercise, but also just the feel of the wind on my face, taking in the nature, the sounds around me, right? Like the smell, what do I smell in the air? Just taking the time to really just enjoy the little things, right? Not being in a constant state of rush, but slow down enough to enjoy. Another thing I would even say is removing unnecessary things that does cause stress. Like, I'm not saying everything, because after all, sometimes even our marriages at some moments can cause us to feel feelings of discomfort and stress in some seasons of life. So I'm not saying everything, but I'm saying the things that are unnecessary, right? Knowing when to unplug. Knowing when to just, the phone goes on vibrate or silent or do not disturb. I put it down. I allow myself to be present. Knowing when to step away from certain things. Knowing when there are certain, maybe things that you're watching, reading, anything that you're taking in that is causing you to feel anxiety. Like, for example, if you were watching a lot of news and that is causing lots of anxiety and fear within you, knowing when to know, okay, this is enough, I need to put this aside, right? If there's some people in your life that is a constant thing where they're always causing drama in your life, which is causing you to be dragged into sin, causing you to be dragged into, causing your blood pressure to be rising, causing your mood to be affected on a constant basis, there might be time to step away. I'm not saying to completely lock them off. I mean, that depends on the situation. That's a whole nother topic. I don't want to go too deep in that. But there might be times where you have to step away a bit, right? Maybe lessen the interactions. Maybe have some hard conversations that you don't really want to have. Protecting your peace and your state of mind, your mental health. So yes, to have that self-life, I believe for me, is removing certain things that need to be removed. Another thing now, after removing some things, what are some things you want to add? What are things that you enjoy? Like for me, I love music. So when I am cleaning, music is like a must for me. I put on some music in our little kitchen speaker and I dance or I praise the Lord. I'm singing to the Lord, whatever, depending on whatever I'm feeling. Sometimes I want the hype music. Sometimes I want maybe a slow music, and I do what I gotta do. Another thing I like to realize that I like doing is when I'm cooking, sometimes I like to light a candle. Sometimes I will sip a little glass of wine. Not all the time, but once in a while. I haven't done that now in like a month, so that's what I mean. I don't do it often. But having a candle lit, and setting that atmosphere. Now, when it comes to that bubble bath, because I do think you should take that bubble bath. For me, I love candles. There's something about, even if it's, like, I love the scent, but even if it's unscented, just seeing the flame, there's something about it I just love. So for me, taking the time to actually light candles, right? Put in whatever essential oils that I want to, in the bathtub, and yes, taking that time as well for yourself. Adding things that you love. Adding pictures and any knickknacks, anything that you find comfort in or you think is beautiful. Don't worry about what's the latest, what's in now, what's not in. This is so yesterday, this is so whatever. No, if you love it and you enjoy it and it makes you feel good, why not, right? Why not? As long as it's not anything that's sinful, if it's taking you from the Lord, put the picture up, right? Buy that candle, whatever it is, that's going to just make life just more enjoyable for you. I believe that a soft life, what it's really about is actually more about being a soft person. As women who are feminine at our core, and as I talked about in one video, it made that our femininity may be kind of covered up by a bunch of stuff and it needs a lot of digging up to get revealed, but I believe it's within all of us. Softness is a part of us. So all this, again, still points to that, really, us being soft, right? Us being soft women, because again, if we go back to one of the points I talked about earlier, watching certain things and listening to certain things, that's going to cause us to be in a state of mind where we feel stressed or feel angry or feel anxiety. We're not going to be able to truly be walking in that softness, right? And whereas now walking in nature, taking the time to exercise, right? Taking the time, if you want, while you're reading your book, you want to light a candle, light your candle. If we want to put on some instrumental music in your background, put on some instrumental music in your background. If you feel like today you really want to just dress up even though you're just at home, dress up. Do whatever it is that's going to make you feel good. That's going to really embrace that softness within you. So again, my whole point that I'm trying to make, to sum up what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that some people say, no, don't embrace the soft life. Some people say, yes, embrace the soft life. But what I'm trying to say is that you can embrace your soft life. You make it what it is to you. You get to define what your soft life looks like, right? Being careful, again, we are not indulging ourselves. We are not worshiping ourselves. We're not making it all about us. Remembering that we are supposed to be God first, others, and then us. But at the same time, not neglecting ourselves and not saying no to ourselves about simple things that might make us feel better, that might make our life a little bit better. As I said, for me, slowing down was the biggest for me. Like, that was one of the biggest things for me. Realizing that, why am I rushing doing this? I can slow down. I don't need to rush to do everything. I don't need to rush my kids to do everything. Take the moment to enjoy every moment of your life, guys, because this will soon just be a memory. It will soon just be the past, right? Making a Christmas, we made cookies with decorating cookies and stuff like that. Imagine a Russian worrying about, oh gosh, we gotta hurry up, guys, because we gotta clean up and we have to do this, we have to do that. No. Slow down. See the expressions on your children's faces, right? Smile with them. So again, guys, it's up to you. You know, some people, what I call this, the soft life, they call it slow living. That's what you want to call it, whatever. It is just names, guys. It is just names. It's just titles. It's up to you to make it your own. So that's what the soft life is for me, guys. What is it for you? Let me know. What is it for you? And how do you choose to embrace the soft life if you do? And if you reject it, then why? Let me know that as well in the comment below. So guys, anyway, until next time, guys, you know, I hope it won't be too much longer before I make a next video. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, bye bye.